Again from here, lift, breathe in. Okay, so it's continuous movement. Allow the hand to flow. Allow the movement to go. You can, eventually, if you want to increase more power, bring the body into it. And so on, okay? But to start with, just start in a neutral posture, okay, with your body upright. Moving on to different strikes on the hand, we've worked on the palm, we've worked on the back of the hand. Now, what we're going to do this time is on this canvas bag, we're going to work with a palm strike and a grip, okay? So you're working the grip strength, and again, we do more of that when we go on to the beans afterwards with the thrusting fingers. You'll find, if you train this, you'll find your hand really does become a very devastating weapon. In all the time, in all my martial arts experience, both in training the riot police and also myself, who's been involved in many, many confrontations on the street, I've never had to use anything more than the distance from my fingertips to my elbow, ever. And I've never been beaten in a street situation, okay? Okay, from here, up, position, relax the shoulder, and hit in. It only looks like a little bit of a slap. But when you'll start to see finger marks developing on his arm. Little finger, ring finger, middle finger. What you sometimes find as well, so it's only a very short range technique, you can start to see the centre of the finger is going white, where the bone prints are. The centre of the finger is going white. It starts to develop. So it doesn't seem like a hard strike, and yet it may even start to bruise. Just hold his arm down. If I come to the other side, you'll see. This particular finger especially you can see. Okay. I don't know if you can see further down his arm here. That's actually bruising. It's gone black and blue here. And it's actually starting to swell. You've got a fingerprint with the bone print in the centre of it. You've got the fingerprint. You've got the little finger. That's bruising and starting to swell. Very short range technique. Yeah. All I can do is, if you get this skill and you manage to develop it, please do not do this on somebody's body. It will really mess them up. Okay. That will probably go down over the next half hour or so. Okay. It may develop a little bit more. Sometimes you'll do it and actual blood vessels will burst in the capillaries in the skin. So again, you need to be careful. But you can see, particularly on that middle finger and this one, you can really see the bone print in the centre of it, the different areas of the hand. And I don't need to buy it separately. It would cost you a lot of money for that amount. So you're actually making your own personal supply, if you like, of the iron palm wine or the dajao. So we'll just mix the alcohol in. It's very straightforward. As I say, any brand of vodka is fine. So you pour the liquid in. Unfortunately, you can't drink any of it. And basically, as you pour the liquid in, obviously it's just going to fill the tub up. Don't worry about stirring it. You don't need to stir it or anything like that. Just put the alcohol in, and the herbs will do their own thing within it. What will actually happen is the alcohol will absorb the properties of the herbs. Now I've got the last bottle, and that's what we're looking at. So when we've got the finished product, you're going to, if you like, sift off the herbs and just have the jowl left over. Also, it's very important, I know I'm putting alcohol in it, but I know I sort of joked a little bit earlier saying you can't have any to drink. But especially when the herbs are in, you can't drink this. This is an external dajao. There are others that are internal ones, okay, which are for things like if you get internal injuries and things, but they're separate ingredients. It's really important you mustn't drink this, okay? It really won't do you any good if you drink it. Now, once you put all the ingredients together, all you need to do is, you say, this is a 6 litre tub. So we'll go back from for the technique. Very straightforward. Remember, stomach 9 is not something to mess around with too much. Be careful with your training partner, and yeah, but you'll get a really very effective, devastating technique with this. So the grab comes in, okay? And then, as you're striking, okay? You're just got to be careful for it hitting the throat as well, all right? I just have to say with that one, I did catch his throat a little bit as well. All right, so it's something that happens, so you just got to be careful. This is why I'm saying don't slam it as hard as you can, all right? Because you never know how somebody's going to move, all right? But it hits his throat. Does it matter? Not at all, because it still works. That's what I'm trying to say. A doesn't necessarily have to follow B, all right? If your iron palm's right, all right, it's not hitting a soft surface, it's hitting something with a little bit more resistance, it doesn't matter. You don't damage your thumb. And you still see that it works, okay? So the intention is stomach 9, but if it misses it, hey, so what? If it comes to the opposite side of the windpipe, and I miss it this guy completely, my thumb still goes in. Does it matter? No, because your technique's right, you develop this, and you'll make it work, okay? So again, one more time, we'll do it with a close grab this time. Okay, just jabbing. Okay, I'm purposely not going to slam him in the neck with the technique, but you can see from here, just to show you, if Mark gives me a bit of resistance on his neck, okay, from here, what I want Mark to do, because he's got a very strong neck, I want him to just tense up a little bit, okay? From here, so he's grabbed on, just to show you, I'm not going to do it too hard, because again, I don't want to slam him in the neck, I don't want to knock him out, because it's particularly uncomfortable, and it's not very nice when you come around either. Okay, but hit with this technique anyway, so you put your thumb on, okay, and you just give it a quick jab, all right? And it'll back them up. So even if you've got somebody who's giving it all this, tense in the neck, it still works, all right?